जी अस्सलाम वालेकुम मुबश्शिर, आप ठीक है, खैरियत से हैं?
वालेकुम सलाम सर।
क्या हाल है?
जी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह सर, ठीक ठाक। आप कैसे हैं?
हाँ मैं ठीक हूँ अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। एक मिनट दीजिएगा, अभी स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, ठीक है?
जी सर।
बस 1 मिनट में स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं। ओके, बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आज का सेशन स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं। ओके, yesterday in our last session we have gone through this circuit. कॉल आ रही है, एक मिनट दीजिएगा। ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच इन अनएक्सपेक्टेड कॉल। So in our last session we are discussing the fixed bias circuit. So the fixed bias configuration, it looks like this circuit in which we have two resistances and a transistor, and the following equations primarily we use to find out the base current, the collector current, and the potential difference between the collector and emitter terminal. And beta is given as the gain. So there are four parameters which are given: the power supply, the resistances, and the beta. And we have also gone through one example in which a load line is given, and from the load line we are able to find different values. For example, VCC, RC, and RB. जी मुबश्शिर, आपका कोई सवाल है यहाँ पे?
नहीं सर।
Okay, thank you very much. So there are also standard configurations like emitter bias configuration. In this circuit, as you can see, one resistance is added. So this is the resistance which is added. And due to this resistance, there the formulas will become changed, particularly this formula where the Re appear, and similarly the formula for VCE. So because these formulas will be given to you, so you just need to identify which configuration is this so that you can use the formulas. So as you can see, the values which are given, the VCC, RC, RB, and beta, and these formulas will be used to calculate the different characteristics. There is one more thing which is written here as the input resistance Ri, which is primarily due to the presence of this Re, is input resistance. So this is the formula for the input resistance, which is newer in this configuration. And as we know that beta plus 1 can be replaced with beta. So this is one is approximately equal to beta for most of the configurations. So we can primarily just replace this beta plus 1 with beta as an approximation to just find out the nearest values of the voltage and current. So today we primarily go through some numericals about this configuration, but there are more configurations, and these are the standard circuits which are used in different applications. One of the circuit which is used mostly is called the voltage divider bias. और इसके बारे में एक चीज जो है वो आपके ज़हन में होनी चाहिए, वो ये है कि there will be a question final exam के जो specifically voltage divider bias के ऊपर होगा. So these formulas will come, ये formulas आपके पास होंगे, and in this configuration, as you can see, R2 resistance is added. The purpose of R2 resistance is to establish a voltage point at here through voltage divider circuit R1 and R2. So this voltage can be represented through the R Thevenin, the resistance, Thevenin resistance, and the formula is simple. And this formula we already know, a voltage divider principal formula. When the both resistance are considered as parallel, as in series, and there is a voltage division. Similarly, there is this formula is for voltage, and this formula is for the input resistance, which we find from the R जो कि हमने इलेक्ट्रिकल सर्किट एनालिसिस के कोर्स में या बेसिक इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग के कोर्सेज में ये चीजें हम पढ़ के आए हैं. So it's a good time to revise them. Once we have all the values which are mentioned here, there are 6 quantities: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So based on these 6 given values, we can use the formulas and we can find different values. So there is also the exact model and there is a approximate model. Okay. The approximate model takes care of a condition, and that condition is primarily by using this equation, beta RE is greater than or equal to 10 R2. Once we find that, it is easy to primarily determine uh, the same values by using the approximate equations. Okay, so in this case, we can use the approximate equation. Although we can use the exact model as well, but to primarily for less computation, we can use the approximate model. So it is ये क्वेश्चन के ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा कि क्वेश्चन आपसे एग्जैक्ट या अप्रोक्सीमेट का बात करता है। अगर अप्रोक्सीमेट की बात करें तो आपको ये अप्रोक्सीमेट मॉडल लगाना होगा, अदरवाइज आप एग्जैक्ट से कर लें, so it will be good. Okay, then there are some less common configurations which are not frequently used, but they are used application dependent configurations, and hopefully we are not going through them. The collector feedback we are not primarily interested in. Similarly, emitter follower or and common base, these are not primarily our focus. In this chapter, our focus is voltage divider bias circuit. And primarily to learn that, we have to learn the above two configurations as well, because this is a very basic configuration, fixed bias, and the emitter bias configuration is used for stability, to primarily stabilize the circuit, because this semiconductor device directly grounds, so it will provide some stability to the circuit. And here the circuit with stability and a control on the inside or the input side of the circuit. So these things are added in the fixed bias to get what is called the voltage divider bias, which is a mostly used circuit when we talk about the electronic devices and circuits. So students, now we move towards the inter-bias configuration, and we from the given examples, we see how we can determine these values. And one more equation you should remember, जो कि हम पहले करके आए हैं, that whenever we encounter the voltage V1 and similarly V2, and there is a resistive element between them or an electrical element with resistance R and current I through it. The direction of current is important. So we are using the conventional flow from positive to negative. The current direction is this one. So we can find the value of current through this circuit by using the formula V1 minus V2 divided by R. Sometimes the same formula is written in this form: V12 is equal to V1 minus V2. A common application of this formula is when we find the potential difference between the base terminal and also the emitter terminal. So in this case, if I apply the formula which is written here, so VBE is equal to VB minus VE. So this is one important result from Ohm's law, and also which links with the potential difference between 2 points. Okay, students, if there is any question.
No, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Now we are moving towards the examples. So we are moving towards the example 4. Last time we 4.1 and 4.2 was completed. Okay, so we start from here. Emitter bias configuration. As you can see, the circuit is in front of you, and we use the formulas which are given in the book. And we are to find the IB, IC, IE current, and similarly the potential difference between the collector and the emitter terminal. Okay, so this is the emitter biased circuit. Previously, we have the fixed bias, and now it is the emitter bias circuit. And emitter bias circuit can be remembered, there is a resistance along the emitter terminal. So, if we can analyze the circuit, and we primarily for the input and for the output, we can see, we can just isolate it so that we can primarily identify what is the input side and what is the output side. Okay, this circuit constitutes the input side of the circuit, and whereas I just want to change the color, whereas this part is constitutes the output side of the circuit. So we have to analyze separately for both. So this is the input side, and as we can see in input side, the voltage is according to the Kirchhoff voltage law. The voltage is primarily distributed over this resistance and this resistance, and also the base and the E, that means emitter part. So that means the NPN transistor have this PN junction in a forward bias condition, and we can use 0.7 volt approximation to write down what is the Kirchhoff voltage law. So if we write down here the Kirchhoff voltage law, VCC then divided as IBRB, so that it is divided here, plus VBE and plus IER. So this way, the division of this input voltage occurred in the input side loop. Okay. From here we can find the formula for IB, which is written in front of this side or the right side in the book. Now we see the output side. This is the input side. So now we go towards the output side. So this is another primarily reflection for the input side. Okay, this circuit will show the output side. So in the output side, as you can see, the voltage is again dropped through these resistances, and also the junction, the N types, both N types, which is the collector and the emitter. So we again can use the Kirchhoff voltage law so that we can see the distribution of this voltage source across the whole. But remember, because it's a two loops, primarily two loop configuration, so we have to incorporate for this resistance the effect of both currents which are passing through. Fortunately, because the current which is coming from through the base can be ignored in the approximation case, so we can consider only the collector current in the approximation that this IE is approximately equal to IC. Okay, so this is how this circuit is general circuit is analyzed. Now we move towards the example and learn how we can primarily like the circuit is solved. Okay, in this example, as you can see, it is given for the emitter bias network. We need to find so many quantities, but we can identify the formulas given for these values, whereas the other values we can find by using the voltage potential difference formula, which we have already discussed earlier in this session. Our focus will be on the first three quantities. How we can find the value of the base current. And then the base current is linked with the collector current through the meter, which is given as 50 in this case. And similarly, the voltage across the collector and terminals. So the circuit is given here. The formula is given with us. As we can see, there is a 20 volt potential difference applied, VCC value. So here we have the VCC value. Here we have the RB value. Similarly, here we have the RC value and RE value. And beta is already given to us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 values which are required are given to us. Now we need just to use the formula and put these values to the formula. So first formula for IB is, this is the given formula. IB is equal to VCC minus VBE. We know that it's 0.7 volts. And RB plus beta plus 1 RE. So we just need to put the values to get the answer. This is our answer. And similarly, IC is beta IB. We get the value of IC as milliamperes. Remember, IB has to be in the order of microamperes, as you can see from the units. And the IC should be in the, this is a general consideration. Whenever you will find a question, you should know that the value of IB should be in the microamperes. And for BJTs, these values should be in the milliamperes per collector current. So this is important to remember whenever you solve a question. Then finally we need to find the VCE, and for the VCE the formula is given. So for VCE, formula is VCC minus ICRC plus RE. As expected, the resistances are ready. So we know these values. We just put these values and get our answer. So this is our answer. Okay, the rest of the example is based on the Ohm's law and the Kirchhoff voltage law. So I'm not going through that. After time, but just these three things are important for us, and we have calculated. Okay, part of our work is to primarily go through the load analysis as well, the load analysis, the load line analysis. So let's see if there is a question on the load analysis. Okay, so here we have the load analysis. First of all, we see what is the difference. Okay, as you can see, the only difference between the load line is on this point, in which we have added a resistance, emitter resistance as well. Okay, the rest of the load line analysis will be the same. So now we go through the example which is given in the book to use this load line analysis to find the electrical quantities, voltage and current. यहाँ मैं आपको रिमाइंड करवाना चाह रहा हूँ एनालिसिस in electronics, finding of the current and voltage, and there are the derived units as well. We are not going to prove these formulas. Okay, so this load, this figure, different values are given, and some values which are not given, like RB, and the graph is given. So we can easily point out that there is 18 volt VCC. So we just write, let's say there is 15, 16, 17, and then 18. Let's say this is the 18 volts. And similarly, the VCC divided by RC plus RE. So RC plus RE value is 3.3. So we divide 18 divided by 3.3K. So here we need a calculator. So in calculator, we just write this 18 divided by 3.3. So 5.45. So we can just say it's 5.4, for example, or 5.5. So the value is approximately here in between. So now we draw a line from here to here to primarily draw the load line. Okay, now we need to know the value of the IB. Let's say the given IB value. Let me see what is the given value of IB. 15 microamperes. Okay, 15 microampere is given. So 15 microampere is here. So that means Q point is here. So this is the Q point. When we know the Q point, we can draw a line on the vertical axis to determine it's approximately between 5 and 10. Let me write it's a 7.5 volts, for example. And also we need to draw another line which is parallel and cuts. Parallel to the x-axis. And as you can see, it cut about the 3.2, for example. So 3.2 milliamperes. So this is the value of the Q point where we can find the ICQ and the VCEQ. Let me see what are the answers which in this book. It is 5.45 milliamperes. The value of IC, and similarly we can see the in B it is 7.5 volts. We have find the 7.5 volts and approximately 3.3 milliamperes, which is very close to 3.2 milliamperes. Okay, so by this way, by this the same methodology, we can find and solve the other parts of the example as well. Okay, students, if there is any question, if there is any related question, जी मुबश्शिर आपका कोई सवाल है? जी मुबश्शिर आपका कोई सवाल है? On example 4.7, if you have any question. Okay, we stop here and the next section will be about 10 minutes. Okay, students, Allah Hafiz.